This relationship that you just got out of was not supposed to last forever. Spirit sent me here to tell you, you are questioning a lot of things about yourself because of this relationship that has just recently ended. And it's because you felt like this was your person. You felt like this was your soulmate. And the thing is, they were your soulmate, right? But there's this sense of conditioning that we have when it comes to soulmates. How so many people think that we just have one, right? You have one soulmate, it's one and done. That's it. That's the person for me. And if I don't get to be with them, like, that's it. No. We have so many soulmates, and they're not always romantic. They can be platonic. They can be your parent. They can be your child. They can be your friend, right? This person was your soulmate. They were. And that's why you felt it so deeply. And that's why you felt like it was supposed to last and y'all were supposed to be together, right? But Spirit is very clearly telling me that that relationship was catalytic for you in your awakening. Think about it. Think about the things that you went through and experienced in that relationship. Think about how you've shifted and how you've changed and the way that you have awakened, especially over the past 2 years. It was needed. It was intentional. There were a lot of things that you needed to see and learn about yourself, especially in the sense of boundaries and self-worth. Self-worth is one of the biggest ones that I'm feeling right now. Self-worth and self-love, right? Because you allowed, and babe, I'm just going to be blunt, right? You allowed a lot of shit that you know that you shouldn't have allowed. You allowed a lot of things to happen that you know good and damn well that you did not deserve. But because you love this person and you felt this deep connection with them, you felt like, you know what, it's okay, we're gonna get through it, things can change, things can shift, things can be different. No, like, you needed to have those boundaries and understand that, like, you deserve to be treated better than that. You don't have to settle for less than what it is that you deserve. And again, you know deep down what it is that you deserve, and that's why this relationship didn't work out. But Spirit wants you to stop beating yourself up about it, because you are. Like, there's a part of you that's like, well, if I didn't do this, or if I didn't say this, or if I hadn't acted this way, or no, stop doing that. Like, everything worked out the way that it was supposed to. I know that it's difficult. I know that it's painful. I know that it's confusing. I get it. But at the same time, like, I need you to understand that everything happened the way that it was supposed to. Everything truly did happen for a reason. Let's see. Not necessarily to see, like, what's coming in love for you, because that's not really what's important right now. But let's just see, like, what energy Spirit wants to show us moving forward. Kind of what this new chapter holds for you, right? Because I know that it is scary, especially too for a lot of you. Like, this relationship that you got out of was like a long relationship. For a lot of you, this was a marriage, right? It's almost like ending this relationship kind of shook your sense of identity. And that can be really disorienting. Yeah, Spirit really wants you to take this time for you to really get to know yourself. To really get to know yourself, to understand yourself. What I'm hearing is to understand why things affect you the way that they do. Because again, there's a sense of you blaming yourself right now for this relationship not working out. And Spirit's like, absolutely not. We're not going to do that. You're not going to continue to do that. They want you to dig deep. They want you to sit with the uncomfortable feelings. They want you to reflect on situations that you've been in, relationships that you've been in, dynamics within your family, within friendships, right? And understand where these, I don't know the word I'm looking for. I don't know, I'm drawing a blank. Like, why it is that you feel this way, right? Because there is truly a sense of, like, there's a part of you that feels like you're never really going to be happy. There's a part of you that feels like you're never going to find someone who really gets you and accepts you for, like, all of you and just who you are. But that's not true. That's not true. Like, that connection is out there for you. That happiness is waiting for you. But in order to receive, you have to be ready to receive, right? And in order to be ready to receive, you have to do that deep inner work, that deep inner healing. That's a big thing about awakening, right? Like, it's been so trendy as far as spirituality. It's all love and light, and it's all high vibe, and it's all positivity. No, that's bullshit. Like, when you really dive in spiritually, you understand the way that the world works, and you tap into spirit and source and unity consciousness and all of the things, right? Like, you understand that it's not all love and light. It's not all rainbows. It's not all high vibe. Like, and it doesn't need to be. It's about understanding yourself, working through and transmuting this trauma and the things that you've been through, right? Being able to okay, so the image that I'm getting is a jar, right? And it's like so many of the things that you've been through, so many of the things that you've experienced, like you've just bottled up. Literally, you just put it in a jar, put it in a jar, put it in a jar, and you put a lid on that jar, and it just sits there. Like, I'm literally seeing it sitting in like your solar plexus. It's like, that's just where it lives. And there's a part of you that feels like that's been the way of like protecting yourself, right? Kind of containing it, not really looking at it, not addressing it, just like, this is just what made me me, and it just is what it is. No. Like, I need you to take that jar out your solar plexus, right? I need you to sit it on the table, open that shit up, and let everything come spilling out. And I know that sounds very uncomfortable, and that sounds very scary. And I know that a lot of you are looking at me like, bitch, I ain't gonna do that. You don't have to. Free will. Hey. But if you want to really move to that next chapter and really understand yourself and be able to tap into that deeper connection, that's what's being asked of you right now by Spirit. This relationship ended for a reason, and it's to give you the space and time to find yourself, to truly find yourself, to truly understand yourself, to truly learn how to love yourself, so that then in turn you can attract the people that are going to love you and respect you and treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. Because the shit that you went through, like, you're not going through that again. You're not going to continue to allow people to treat you like your feelings don't matter, right? Because that's really what I feel. It's like you always put everyone's needs ahead of yours, but who does the same for you? Nobody. You need to start doing that. You need to choose you. You need to put yourself first. You need to love you unconditionally. When you start to love yourself unconditionally, that's when you're going to attract that love right back. Platonically, romantically, all the way around, right? But within doing that, you have to address these things, and you also have to leave some people behind, because they only resonate with the version of you that you are now, and you are about to step into a whole nother version of yourself. And I know it looks scary, and I know it's uncomfortable, and I know it's sad. Like, it's painful. But at the same time, like, beauty is pain, right? It's like the polarity. We have to have one extreme to experience the other. Let me get a final message for you. All right, so the final message says, when there are questions that you need assistance with, go inward. Sit with yourself, meditate on the question, and ask for our help also. Then trust your intuition, as most often the answer and guidance will be delivered to you intuitively. We are with you always. I love you.